When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the run, still looking. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for room, it's White. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quickly.
Makes a grab, past the marker. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires it down the seam. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking for room. It's Edwards.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Johnson wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Oakland. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly.
Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for determined they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain. On
the run, it's White. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially breaks into the open. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, West Virginia. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Brings it down on the right side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chance.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Now improvising. A strike downfield. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Kansas State quick to the line. to throw again. Touchdown, Kansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Snagged in the middle, H. Barnes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Trying to slam in.
So on offense, you've got to find a way.